What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we finally got Jeremy Shockey through the years, one of my favorite tight ends, representing the U, one of my favorite colleges out there. Now, tomorrow we got Shaquille O'Neal through the years, and I got something a little bit different for a through the years. Hope you guys will enjoy that. So give this video a big thumbs up, and let's jump right into it. Now, we're going to kick things off in Ncaa 02 on the PS2. He is 92 overall, 75 speed, 63 strength, 80 awareness, 82 catching, 81 for his jumping, and a 62 break tackle rating. Now, when we look at his numbers for his final season at the U, they look like this: 40 receptions for 519 yards, averaging 13 yards per catch, 7 TDs. When we look at his career numbers when he was at the U, which is only 2 seasons, 61 receptions in total, 815 yards, averaging 13.4 yards per catch, and a grand total of 10 TDs. And of course, part of one of the best teams, I think, in all of college football history. You're talking about Jeremy Shockey. His backup was Cullen Winslow Jr. You had Ed Reed. His backup was Sean Taylor. I mean, you had Frank Gore. You had Willis McGahee. You had Clinton Portis. I mean, the list goes on and on. That team at Miami was flipping fantastic. Now, anyways, man, let's move on to Madden 03, where he is now a rookie, 75 overall, 79 speed, 66 strength, 58 awareness, 82 catch, 68 for his jumping, and then he also comes in with a 65 break tackle rating. Now, when we look at his numbers on ProFootballReference.com, they look like this. Now, they had him listed as a fullback, a tight end, and a receiver. Now, anyways, man, he started 14 games, played in 15 of those games. He also was targeted 128 times with 74 receptions, 894 yards, averaging 12.1 yards per reception, 2 TDs, and averaging 59.6 yards per game. Pretty solid for a rookie tight end from Miami. And of course, he was the 14th overall pick in the first round of the 2002 NFL Draft. Now, anyways, for NFL 2K3, he's 75 overall with 77 speed, 57 leg strength, 39 awareness, 81 for his catch, 69 for his route running, and then he also comes in with a 45 for his break tackle. And then right here, good old Kerry Collins with time in the pocket. You can find Jeremy Shockey, who's going to rumble and bumble and finally gets brought down after he picks up a big first down for the New York G-Men. Now, anyways, let's move on to Madden 04, where in Madden 04, Jeremy Shockey comes in at 92 overall. He also comes in with 84 speed, 74 strength, 77 awareness, 88 for his catch, 90 for his jumping, and then a 77 for his break tackle rating. Now, when we look at his real life numbers for his second season, he played in just 9 games. He was targeted 70 times but made 48 receptions off of 70 passes thrown his way. He also had receiving totals of 535 yards, averaging 11.1 yards per reception, 2 TDs again, and averaging 59.4 yards per catch. So again, per game, not bad numbers for a second year tight end. Now, anyways, man, going into ESPN NFL 2K4, he is 93 overall with 83 speed, 51 strength, 67 for his jumping, 80 for his catching, 94 route running, and then an 89 for his break tackle rating. So Jeremy Shockey was definitely one of my favorite tight ends of all time. I already mentioned that. I also got to put Vernon Davis in my top, not my top 5 as in greatest of all time, but just my favorite tight ends to watch. I like me some Jimmy Graham as well as Gronkowski, Tony G, and of course Antonio Gates, man. But let's move on to Madden 05, where he comes in at 95 overall, 85 speed, 74 strength, 80 awareness, 88 catching, 90 jumping, and then 82 break tackle. And one of my least favorite moments was when he went over the top of Brian Dawkins. They ran a fade route on the goal line. They put Dawkins on him, and what's up, family? My family done got his butt whooped. Anyways, man, let's check out his numbers for his third season in the NFL. They look like this. He played in 15 games, was targeted 97 times, caught 61 receptions for 666 yards, averaging 10.9 yards per catch, 6 TDs though, and he also averaged about 44.4 yards per game. Now, when it comes to ESPN NFL 2K5, Jeremy Shockey comes in at 91 overall, and of course you all saw him run that full over. I believe that was a Boulware from Florida State. Got the U versus Florida State connection right there. Gave that man the business. But anyways, 91 overall, 83 speed, 51 strength. Also comes in with 93 for his route running, 86 for his catching, 67 for his jumping, and then 89 for his break tackle. And then right here we're going to drop back the pass with Kurt Warner, and Shockey is going to dust the defense off again, breaking them off with something special, baby, as he goes down the sideline. Touchdown G, man. And he's going to tie the game up right there and give the ball to a lucky fan. That fan is kind of too old to be that excited to get a football from a player. That's usually reserved for the kids, hombre. But hey, it is what it is. Let's move on to next gen. Back then on the 360, where my man Jeremy Shockey is 93 overall with 83 speed, 74 strength, 80 awareness, 86 for his catching, 90 for his jumping, and then an 82 break tackle rating. Now, as we look at Jeremy Shockey's numbers for now, I believe we are at his 4th year in the league. He has a grand total of, for this season, 121 targets, not tackles full, but targets, for 65 receptions, 891 yards, averaging 13.7 yards per reception, which is a career high. Also had 7 TDs, which ties a career high, and he averaged 59.4 yards per catch, which is tied for the second most in his career when it comes to yards per game. And I say catch again, and I do apologize for that. I'm not perfect. Madden 07 with Eli tossing the football. He is now 97 overall with 84 speed, 74 strength, 84 awareness, 88 catching, 94 his jumping, and then he also comes in with an 87 trucking rating. And I love the fact that they finally got trucking into the game as a rating, because he would truck fools, as you can see with that 87 overall rating. Now moving on to his numbers, they look like this. Played in 15 games. They targeted him 115 times for 66 receptions for 623 yards. He also averaged 9.4 yards per catch, 7 TDs, and then averaged 41.5 yards per game. And then Eli showed his athleticism. Not his athleticism, but his athleticism, as he's going to find Jeremy Shockey as he rolls on out. Let's move on to Madden 08, where Shockey comes in at 95 overall with 84 speed, 85 for his catching, 92 for his route running, 92 for his catching traffic, 79 for his spectacular catch, and then a 90 overall jumping, which is now the theme that he can jump with a overall of 90, which is pretty solid. Now, as we look at his real life numbers, he played in 14 games, caught 57 passes on 93 targets for 619 yards, averaging 10.9 yards per reception, 3 TDs, and then averaging 44.2 yards per game. Eli Manning under pressure, it does not matter. He's going to stand tall in the pocket and deliver a nice football. And of course, this was the year that they won the Super Bowl, so I believe the next year he was a member of the New Orleans Saints. But for Madden 09, for the default roster, him and Strahan were on the team. So when I do Strahan, he's going to be through Madden 09, just so you know. Anyways, man, 95 overall with 84 speed, 85 catch, 92 for his route running, 92 catch and traffic, an ugly dance right there, 79 for a spectacular catch, and then a 90 jump. Like, who does EA Sports have to do these dances? Like, at least 2K get like some professional dancers. EA just takes the dude in cubicle. That's the cubicle B to come do some dance moves. Anyways, man, his first year with the New Orleans Saints, he caught a grand total of 50 passes on 72 targets for 483 yards, averaging 9.7 yards per catch. He didn't get a TD though, which sucks, but he did average 40.3 yards per reception. Madden 10. 85 overall for Mr. Shockey, 75 speed, 83 catch, 85 route running, 85 catch and traffic, 79 spectacular catch, and then an 85 jump. Now, if you remember in the Super Bowl, I believe that Jeremy Shockey was hurt before the Super Bowl even begun. I believe he got hurt during the regular season when he was a member of the Giants, so he did not get to play in the Super Bowl, even though he does have a shiny Super Bowl ring from the New York Giants. So I was definitely happy for him to win one and play in one for the New Orleans Saints. Now, and I was going for the Colts. I mean, hey, sue me. Anyways, man, his numbers look like this. He caught 48 passes for 569 yards, averaging 11.9 yards per catch, 3 TDs, and averaging 43.8 yards per game. Now, ladies and gentlemen, 86 overall for our man Shockey in Madden 11. He also comes in with 78 speed, 87 for his catch, 88 route running, 85 for his catch in traffic. Also comes in with an 84 spectacular catch, and then an 84 for his jump. So now we're going to look at his numbers for his final year as a New Orleans Saint. He played in 13 games, started 11 of them, had 59 targets and caught 41 of those targets for 408 yards, averaging 10 yards per catch, 3 TDs, and then averaging 31.4 yards per game. And then right there, look at that crazy catch. I mean, what was Drew Brees thinking throwing the ball in double coverage right there? I mean, and that was totally Drew Brees. It wasn't me. That was Drew Brees, and Jeremy Shockey bailed out Drew Brees, not me. And then he drags that poor defender about 5 good yards. That's what Jeremy Shockey does. He makes the catch, and he's going to drag a defender, run another man over for a good 5 yards. The way he does, man. He's from the U, and it's a Kane thing, baby. Let's move on to Madden 12. His only year for him in the Carolina Panthers, where he's 81 overall, 77 speed, 83 catch, 82 route running, 83 for his catch in traffic, 78 for a spectacular catch, and then an 84 for his jumping rating. So he's doing his thing, man. You can't really complain about those numbers for somebody whose career is coming to an end. When we look at his real life numbers, they look like this, okay? He played in 15 games, right? He started 13 of those, okay? He had 62 targets. He caught 37 passes out of those targets for 455 yards, with his second highest per catch yards average, which is 12.3. He also had 4 TDs, and he averaged 30.3 yards per game as I stumbled through that last part. In Madden 13, if you remember doing Connected Franchise, he would always come out of retirement, and a lot of times when I did it, the Chiefs would sign him, because I believe the Chiefs no longer had Tony Gonzalez. So, hey, it made sense. Right here, we give him number 80, even though that is Victor Cruz's number. But you know what, Victor Cruz, you can wear number 3, just like he did in the preseason way back when. Anyways, man, he's 80 overall to match his jersey number, 72 speed, 83 catch, 79 route running, 83 for his catch in traffic, 74 spectacular catch, and then an 84 for his jumping rating. His total career numbers look like this. He had a grand total of 37 TDs in his career, averaging 11.2 yards per catch, averaging 45.2 yards per game. He also had a grand total of 6,143 yards for a grand total of 547 receptions and 136 games played. And of course, when we add up all his overalls and divided by the number of games that we did outside of the college football one, he is an 88 overall to match his college football jersey number and the number he wore for the Saints. And of course, he is one of the best tight ends from the U, which includes Jeremy Shockey, Jimmy Graham, Greg Olsen, and a bunch of other guys that I forget. Anyways, man, like Cullen was a junior. Anyways, man, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to see you guys next time. Until then, I'm your boy, Miles Dawkins 24/7. Peace. Hot sauce.